Hello students, this is Shalini and we will be discussing today class 10th English poem Amanda, which is written by Robin Klein and it is taken from the book First Flight. See, basically the title signifies Amanda. This is a story. It is given in this poem. It is a story of a girl called Amanda and what kind of feeling she was having for her mother, for her parents, as most of the times, specifically during teenage, children feel or teenagers feel that they are controlled or instructed not to do one thing or the another. So basically whatever the continuous pestering or scolding of way is adopted by the parent or especially by mother, so this is not at all acceptable. And this girl Amanda, she wants to have or she wants to lead a free life, which is free from the restrictions which are imposed on them. So they yearn for freedom and so they prefer to live in the world of imagination. You must have seen and you must have experienced कि teenage में जो students होते हैं basically और children होते हैं, they are having a vast imaginative lifestyle. They are daydreaming and they want to explore new world where they are neither nagged or controlled by anyone else. So let's begin the poem. So this poem is about a young girl, Amanda. She is don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. सो आप देखेंगे फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इन द बिगनिंग इटसेल्फ एमेंडा वर्ड को और इस स्पेसिफिक नेम को बहुत बार हाईलाइट किया जा रहा है. इट इज़ रिपीटेड ट्वाइस और थ्राइस इन ऑर्डर टू एम्फेसाइज द फैक्ट that this is one of the poetic devices. So here the instructions of the mother is given here and hunch का meaning होता है bend forward, अपनी body को एक laziness की form में लेकर आना, and to sit or move in a relaxing manner. Moreover, biting of nails, it is not at all acceptable. This is not a good habit. It is going to decrease the memory of a person and it doesn't look nice and it doesn't look hygienic. Okay, so that is why this instruction is given again and again by her mother and she is not going to accept these instructions. Okay, next one is there is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. सो लैंग्वेज का मीनिंग होता है इन अ वेरी रिलैक्सिंग मैनर. एमरल्ड आपको पता है एमरल्ड इज़ वन ऑफ द प्रेशियस स्टोन्स जो ग्रीन कलर में है. वेयर द सोल मीन्स अलोन पर्सन, ओनली पर्सन, एंड इनहेबिटेंट का मतलब होता है ड्वेलिंग पर्सन और द पर्सन हु इज़ लिविंग देयर. So she wants this stanza is completely based on imagination where she is imagining herself that she is in a green color sea of semi-precious stone and she is drifting there. Drifting का meaning होता है move on or floating lazily in a relaxing manner, joyfully she is. एंड मर्मेड का मीनिंग होता है सी क्रीचर, ब्यूटिफुल सी क्रीचर and with the head or the upper body of a beautiful woman and tail like a fish. So she seems that she is alone in green sea where she is floating lazily in a relaxing manner. She is completely relaxed and she is leading her life joyfully without having any interruption in her life. Now the third one is, did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought to told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. Again आप देखेंगे in our regular day-to-day activities, in our regular scenario, most of the times mothers are giving instructions to their children because she wants that children are not supposed to face problem in near future. Moreover, they should be habitual of doing their task self-dependently, and that is why again these sort of instructions are given to finish your homework or to keep your room neat and tidy, to maintain the things in a very organized manner. That one should be organized and scheduled one, and they are organizing the things in a very perfect or appropriate manner. So all these instructions are given to clean the shoes, to finish the homework, and to make the room neat and tidy. Again repetition is given continuously. I am an orphan roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. So orphan का meaning होता है parentless child, and she is again imagining, she does not want that her mother's role should be there in her life, and she wants कि continuously जो nagging, pestering, scolding की जाती है mother के through वो नहीं होनी चाहिए, and she wants that she should be like a parentless child who is having the authority or who is very much free to roam here and there across the street, and she is going to draw the pattern का मीनिंग होता है, आपने देखा होगा डस्ट से जो पैटर्न्स और डिज़ाइन क्रिएट किए जाते हैं. Hushed bare feet means without having any shoes, and she is strongly inclined towards the idea that जो silence है वो golden है and the freedom is sweet. So this is actually enjoyable, and she wants to live a free life joyfully, and enjoyable moment should be there where no one is there to speak even a single sentence, even a single instruction or nagging should be there, and she is strongly depicting the idea that the silence is precious. Okay, now we are moving towards the fifth stanza. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda? I am Rapunzel. I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. Again, acne का meaning pimples होते हैं. Like teenagers specifically, they experience due to some hormonal changes in their body. And Rapunzel, it's a imaginary character in a fairy tale, and she feels that she is imprisoned in a tower by an enchantress का मीनिंग है यहाँ पर जो मदर की कंटिन्यूसली नैगिंग है, स्कोल्डिंग है, पेस्टरिंग है, or the way to give the direction one or the another. So she is experiencing herself, she is imagining herself that she is imprisoned like Rapunzel. And tranquil का meaning होता है she wants to lead a peaceful life. Tranquility is related with peaceful environment, and rare refers to which does not occur very often, or you can say sometimes. So Amanda is not at all allowed to eat chocolates because she suffers from acne and due to excessive sweet. As a result, she may suffer the problem of acne as well as cavities. Now, she is not at all liking the idea of being instructed. She avoids looking at her mother's face, and she is not ready to follow her instructions. And in another way, it is depicted here that she is showing very indifferent or ignorant attitude towards her mother. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You are always so moody. Amanda, anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. Again, stop that sulking at once. Sulking का मीनिंग होता है showing deep unhappiness, कि आपके facial expression देख के ऐसा लगता है that the person is not ready to accept the people in his surroundings. And nagging का मीनिंग होता है continuously किसी को direction pinpoint करना, nagging करना, उसको बार बार point out करते रहना for doing the things in organized manner. So this way is are responsible to irritate someone by finding faults constantly. कि mothers usually एक expectation होती है अपने बच्चों से कि they should be organized, they should have an organized lifestyle, and when continuously these things or these directions are given, so these are going to irritate the children. And now the speaker thinks. Now we will discuss the poetic devices. First of all, rhyme scheme is given here. Amanda, this will be considered as A. Then you are having straight, this will be considered as B. In the second stanza, you are having C, me, again same sound is given, that will be considered as C. Okay. Then you are having anaphora में आप देखेंगे don't, जो एक particular word की in the beginning a sort of repetition is given in order to emphasize something. वो आपका don't भी है, और उसके साथ साथ आपका नेक्स्ट स्टैंजा में, थर्ड स्टैंजा में यू आर हैविंग डिड आपकी रेपिटेशन हो रही है. ओके, इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर सेंटेंसेस. देन यू आर नेक्स्ट है हमारा इल्यूजन, जिसमें हम मर्मेड और रुपेंजल जो इमेजिनरी कैरेक्टर्स हैं उनको क्रिएट किया गया है इन ऑर्डर टू एम्फेसाइज द फैक्ट, इन ऑर्डर टू शो द कनेक्शन, और इट इज़ गोइंग टू एक्सप्रेस वास्ट इमेजिनेशन. देन वी आर हैविंग एसोनेंस. एसोनेंस में आप देखेंगे जहाँ वोवल्स के साउंड को कंटिन्यूसली रिपीट किया जा रहा है. इन स्टैंजा 5 यू आर हैविंग रिमेंबर योर एक्ने एमेंडा ए जो लेटर्स की साउंड है, वोवल साउंड है, दीज आर रिपीटेड कंटिन्यूसली. यू आर हैविंग मेटाफर जहाँ पर साइलेंस और उसके साथ साथ साइलेंस और फ्रीडम को स्वीट कहा गया है. इट मीन्स indirect comparison is drawn. Okay, and now at last, what is the analyze of the poem? We have read that Amanda symbolizes all the young girls who are at growing age, and this process is very difficult because they behave in a certain way, and this is not at all acceptable by elders. So some sort of generation gap could be felt or experienced, and whole world of fantasy is beautifully expressed in the poem. Thank you so much.